For MacMurray, far from reducing everything to what is a construction from observable and measurable, spoke of the form of the personal. To speak of the form of the personal is to indicate that there is something distinctive about calling someone a person, which requires a distinctive way of describing, evaluating, understanding what is so described. In failing to see that distinctiveness, as when, for example, the personal is subsumed under the very different language of performance management, the young person becomes a means to the institutional end. In England, a place in league tables. In Ireland, increase in the total points score in the learning certificate. But the aims of education are narrowed to performances, which are dictated by those in power. Teachers become deliverers of the curriculum, no longer curriculum creators or curriculum fillers. According to the philosopher Michael Oakeshott, therefore, a different language is required for an account of education, a different metaphor from that which draws upon the management speed of those who shape our educational encounters. Education is an engagement between the learners on the one hand, and on the other, what others have said and done. And in this engagement, Oakeshott likens education to a conversation, an endless, unrehearsed intellectual adventure, in which, in imagination, we enter into a variety of modes of understanding the world and ourselves. An initiation to the art of this conversation between the generations of mankind, in which we begin to recognize the voice of science, the voice of history, the voice of poetry, the voice of religion, the voice of philosophy, and learn to distinguish their different modes of utterance and to acquire the intellectual and moral habits appropriate to this conversational relationship.